in this part of the presentation, what I will do is I will take you through some of the features that will help you stay in touch even though you may not be using the application all throughout. So let me start demonstrating a few of them, and let's just assume that you're somebody who are following dialogue, and you'd like to know any special information about dialogue. So what you can do is you can go there and right click and go to alerts, and from here you can set various alerts. As you can see on the top there is this parameters. So there are various parameters. So if you would like to know, okay, tell me when dialog price goes above 10 1050, something like that. And apart from that, you can set other parameters as well. You can say, okay, if it goes about 1050, and if the total volume is also greater than let's say 1 million. So likewise, it doesn't have to be just odd case where I just went up by 10%. Only if it goes up under these circumstances, let me know. So you set a criteria. You can set it to be either and condition or no condition. So you can say match any condition or all conditions. You can set an expiry. It will keep alerting you. So after, if you don't see it for a while, then it will expire. And notification you will send, they'll send it once a day or weekly. And you can also set a sound. So for dialogue you can have your own sound, or something else you can have a different sound. So by the sound itself you will know what the alert is. And you can say tell a message, because you set the alert now. By the time you receive the alert, you may not actually remember the reason why you wanted it. Say maybe the reason why you wanted is to tell let's say uh, Asanka to sell his stocks, something like that, or maybe sell half of my stocks or something like that. So you can set the alert, and you will be getting alerts as and when you log in on a particular day where you actually that condition is set. So similarly you can set multiple alerts for several stocks, and if it happens to be a day where the actually alert is met, apart from getting an alert indicator, you also see the alert sign in the corner, so which will clearly indicate that your alert has been met. So you will never be able to lose track of what you have set. In addition, we know that a lot of people nowadays, they won't, they travel and they go somewhere and they miss out on information. Maybe you happen to fly to Singapore for a couple of days and you missed out on information, or maybe you happen to log in from somewhere else and you want to know what has happened in the market. So you can just go to this information and uh, click on reports. There are two types of reports. You find symbol trading summary as well as daily market summary. These are the usual information that you find in newspapers. Now if I click on symbol trading summary, for any given day you will see the entire summary of the market. Like I said, this is what you usually see in the newspapers. If you want to get a good view of it, you can do that, and you can change the time and date, and you can see the information accordingly. Similarly, if you go here and if you click on daily market summary, you will see the same information in different way with of course the sector summary, and the index summary, top gainers, top losers, most active stocks. Likewise, the complete list will be given here to you even though you were out of the market for the last few days. So this is yet another way that you can get information. And when you want to, now what you see here is the complete market, and nobody really interested in looking at the entire market. Nobody really trades the entire market. If you are focused on a particular set of stocks, what you can do is you can create a conditional watch list. Let me call it my conditional watch list, and I want it to be out of all the stocks in the Colombo Stock Exchange, or I can select a set of stocks into a watch list and create the conditional watch list from that watch list as well. So let me add it, and here I can put the criteria like okay, entire exchange. When show me the stocks which are the percentage change is greater than let's say 3%, um, and 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 the volume change, volume traded, there are so many criteria. Let me only pick few. Volume traded is greater than, let's say, 200,000. And finally, stocks that are trading between the price, let's say last is less than 100 rupees, or maybe let's say 40 rupees, um, and again the last price is less than 40 and greater than 5 rupees. So well, I'm into penny stocks, let's say. Then you want to do these things, and from here what I'll do is I'll apply the conditions, and immediately on real-time basis it picks out the information that I am looking for based on my criteria. Now there are so many other criteria that you have, like the percentage change, the percentage range, the spread, 52-week high low, the change, the bid price, likewise so many criteria. So you can set in your criteria and accordingly see the information. Now if I happen to change one of these things, let's say I want to see the stocks that are trading between 75 rupees and 5 rupees, and I apply the condition. I see that there is more than two there. Well, seems like there's only one. If I may change this to, let's say, just 50,000 and apply the conditions, as you can see there are more, and more I change the conditions, it will be easier. Let's say if I change the change value to 1%, see, you can see more details. So you will only be looking at that information, and you will not be looking at any other information. So you can narrow down to exactly what you're looking for without having to waste time doing analysis and doing Excel and things like that. So that shows you how easily you can get to specific stocks that you need. So that is conditional watch list. You can create any conditional watch list that you like. And finally, under these tools, let me show you another feature that is called strategy monitor. As you can see, there are many tools. I will be only selecting on strategy monitor. Strategy monitor is very useful for users who are into technical analysis. Now when it's come to technical analysis, you would want to know which stocks are doing well, which stocks have crossed the RSI, which stocks have crossed the MACD, likewise. So what this does is this essentially picks up all the stocks that have crossed the MACD and moving average within the last 5 minutes. Now you can see what are the stocks that have crossed MACD and moving average in the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 day, last week, likewise. So these are short-term indicators for you to get your information. And if you happen to like different indicators like Bollinger Bands, so let's say relative strength index, and I don't like moving average, I like Bollinger Bands, MACD and relative strength index, and I say okay, now I'm looking at those three data, I can quickly get which are the stocks that are crossing. By the way, this is real time, so as and when the indicators are crossed on real time basis, it gives me the information. Since you're seeing the last 5 minutes and 10 minutes like data, this is very short term. So if you're a day trader, I'm sure you'll find this information very useful. So these are few of the tools that are available for you to that will probably you find it very useful, because you can get to information very fast without having to you know create them. And for people like professionals, like maybe a doctor, maybe a bank manager, who's an architect, people who are busy during the daytime, for them these tools might be very useful, because they can come quickly and quickly get the information that they want and quickly make decisions, and maybe make a couple of phone calls to their broker and say okay, buy this or sell this, and then move on with their day-to-day work. So this is the way that these tools will be helpful.